After all this time going from Virginia to California, we're finally here to get this big, beautiful trailer. I mean, look at how shiny those rims are. Look how low to the ground it is. I'm gonna be able to hold more furniture per trip, and we're gonna be able to haul and make more revenue this summer. So super excited for it. Let's see how it goes.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm super excited to announce that I'm going to go pick up the new trailer. Now, the company is providing this trailer for me, which I'm very blessed and thankful for. But the reason that I'm so excited is because it's actually bigger than the current trailer that I'm in. Now, the current trailer that I'm in is 53 foot long, and this trailer is not going to be any longer nor wider, but it is lower down to the ground, which holds more cubic feet. And that's going to allow me to be able to bring more furniture per trip, which ultimately leads to more revenue. So that's a really big bonus for me. I'm happy about that. And I'm also very excited to be sharing with you guys my trip to go get the trailer, because it is going to be a long journey. I'm actually loading up from Virginia, doing everything in Virginia on the East Coast, and then I'm going to be taking it over to California on the West Coast, and I'll be making drops along the way in a couple states, and I'll share that with you guys as well. Now, in this next clip, I'm going to be sharing what the old trailer that I had before looked like, and I'm going to be showing that I'm actually going to be getting a temporary trailer that I'll be bringing from over on the East Coast and then leaving it in California in order for me to get the new trailer. I just wanted to mention to stick around to the end of this video, because I do have a little bonus that I wanted to share with you guys. It's just a small accomplishment for me, which I feel really good about it, but it does have something to do with getting that trailer, and I just wanted to share it with you guys as well. Here's the trailer that I started in. I'm going to be leaving this one here, actually. I got this temporary trailer over here, so I'm gonna be taking that one to California, dropping it off, leaving it there for good. I'll be getting my new trailer from there to bring back. Alright guys, so we got the trailer loaded up. Just got a few things out of warehouse. Now we're about to go to our next journey. Just got 3 shipments right here, 3 different people, and we're gonna go get 3 more. Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. We're gonna go ahead and head out of here, and I'm gonna get started with my pre-trip, do that for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna go to the next load up. Go ahead and pop this hood open. Actually, I just had a PM done on this truck, which is preventive maintenance. And really, they're supposed to be topping off the fluids and just making sure that everything is good to go. Go ahead and check my oil just to make sure. You know, technically you're supposed to wipe it off and then pull it back out of the check. So
I'm gonna go ahead and put in the address that we're gonna go to, which is gonna be a U-Haul. Just trying to see how it looks, make sure I can pull into it okay and have a place to park with an 18-wheeler. Go here and start searching. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and head out of here. All right, so we got about a 2-hour drive, and I'm gonna stop. It's about an hour from here at a truck stop. Probably get a little bit of fuel, and I'm also gonna get a weight. Need to get my lightweight on this job, so go ahead and take care of that. We'll be good to go. And I need to get this window clean. Window is super dirty right now. Try to make it nice and clean for you guys. But yeah, so today we're gonna have to do a shuttle. So essentially what that means is I'm gonna go get a U-Haul truck today, leave my truck at the U-Haul, and we're gonna put my supplies from this truck into the U-Haul, and then bring that U-Haul over to the customer's house. They're in an apartment building, and we're just gonna load up everything. We actually have to pack their items in boxes today as well. Wherever I end up parking my truck, which is most likely gonna be at the U-Haul, at least I hope it will be, because that'll be easier and closer for me. And then we just put everything from the U-Haul truck into my truck from there. So that process does take a little bit longer, but in the end it's worth it. And sometimes you're not gonna be able to fit this truck in every place. So all right guys, we're gonna go ahead and pull into the truck stop so I can get my weight. It's the first way.
What's your truck number?
39240.
Oh, good.
All right, thank you. So we made it to the U-Haul. We're gonna go get the U-Haul and fill it up with the equipment and then go ahead and load it up. And now that we got all the client's furniture, we're gonna go ahead and put it from the U-Haul into my truck and we'll be good to go. Unfortunately, I did end up running out of time on my log hours, which put me staying over here. The job just took a while. Well, most of the day, of course, and you only have 14 hours from when you start your clock in the morning, like starting your pre-trip, for example. Once you exit those 14 hours, you need to take a 10-hour break. So I wasn't able to get to a truck stop, which sucked, but I ended up just staying here where I got the U-Haul. And fortunately, my guys brought me to this Mexican restaurant that was like about a mile down the road. I was super thankful for that. It was really delicious, and now I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night here. And I'll be leaving like super early in the morning, most likely around like 5:30 to 6 a.m. So, hey, good morning everybody. Just now getting up and finishing my pre-trip. About to head over to the next 2 load ups. These are actually the last 2 load ups. And first I'm gonna stop to get a weight along the way, get my heavy weight from yesterday, and also get my lightweight for one of the jobs that I'm about to do right now. Staying here wasn't bad last night. Slept like a rock and no one bothered me. You can just see everybody starting to come into work right now, so I'm actually happy that I finished late, just because, you know, all these cars were here during the day and I actually backed up to turn around because I pulled in this road. So yeah, I had to back and turn around right here, and once all the cars left, it made it 10 times easier.
Alright guys, so this is actually our last shipment and then we'll be good to head over to the west coast. We got this nice motorcycle here and we're going to go ahead and secure it to the motorcycle skid and we'll be good to go. So I'm headed from the east coast over to the west coast now, but we're pretty low on fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up a bit. It's actually a decent deal right now with this app that I use. It's only like $3.27 a gallon, which is pretty decent in this day and age. So stop over here. I got to fill up regardless. So we're gonna fill it up all the way. So in the meantime, I'll go ahead and clean my windshield off. Try to keep it crystal clear for you guys. That way it doesn't ruin the view. Alright, so we're all filled up now. Putting us at 770.28. If you're curious what it looks like to fill up a tractor. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside to grab my receipt. So I just wanted to show off that discount. As you can see, I got 173 gallons and it costs $770.28. But with the app, I actually ended up paying $565. So it's a really big discount. Literally $206 is what I saved. So I'm super blessed for that. But yeah guys, we're gonna go ahead and get back to the road and I'll catch you guys in the next state. Hey, good morning everybody. I'm just headed over to Alabama right now. I'm gonna make the first drop off today, and after that I'm gonna be heading to Tallahassee, Florida. Alright, so we actually got a mandatory brake check area over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure my brakes are good to go. We're about to descend a pretty steep mountain, so I want to make sure everything's good. Go ahead and take a look. Just making sure that the pads on the drum not too thin. Can't be less than a 1/4 inch. I just checked the brakes, they're all good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and descend this hill right here. About to see what kind of downgrade we have up ahead.
So we actually have a 6% downgrade for a mile. It's pretty steep, but not too bad. So I'll try not to use the actual brakes too much. Try to preserve my brakes and use the engine braking. It's pretty effective. I mean, you don't want to sit there and just keep pressing your brakes going down declinations like this, because you can actually burn your brakes up and then you'll have no brakes. So I literally just got the engine brake on. It's on level 2 right now. Pretty much just ride it out just like this. Let off a little bit. Headed towards Tallahassee right now. I'm currently in Florida and I still got about a little less than 2 hours to go, so not too bad. Try to get that pulled off of my truck real fast, and then I got to get headed over to New Orleans. Just got unloaded over here in Tallahassee, Florida at the warehouse. Went really smooth. Now we're about to go over here to New Orleans, do my next unload. So I'll see you guys over there. Hey, good morning everybody. Headed into New Orleans now. We're gonna be doing that unload and I'll be headed to Texas after that. Alright, we're finally pulling up after all that traffic. I'm gonna just pull up here on the side for right now, get my paperwork situated, and then figure out what door we're gonna pull up to. So I've actually been to this place before, and the reason that I remember it so well is because the last time I was here, there was a guy that was driving like on this road, and he was an older gentleman, and I believe that he knocked out somehow. I'm not really sure what happened, if it was medical condition, but anyways, he ended up crashing into one of these cars in the parking lot, and he also took out a water line that was there, and there was just like water spraying up, and we were over there unloading at the time, and everybody like rushed over there to go check on him. He was completely fine. He didn't even get hurt, which was pretty surprising because the car that was like in the parking lot actually got destroyed. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead inside and we're gonna get this knocked out. Man, we're finally done with that unload. So it ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take, and the reason why is because it's a military shipment and those need to be cleared before you get to the warehouse, and there's a 24-hour window, and sometimes, you know, it only takes 30 minutes, an hour, maybe even 2 hours, and other times it can take even longer than that. So unfortunately, I was waiting for a while, and that caused me not to be able to get done unloading until later, and now I'm finally on the road headed towards Texas, but it's already getting late. It's 6 o'clock here, so I'm just gonna do as much driving as I can within my log hours and see where that puts me. And we'll wrap it up for the night, and I'll catch you guys in Texas. All right guys, here comes the moment of truth. We're gonna see if I'm gonna have to do a shuttle or if I'm gonna be able to fit.
Turn at the first right onto Heritage Way.
And we fit by a hair. Now let's go see if we can fit where the apartment's at. And first I need to scope out where it's at actually. Go ahead and put my flashers on. Let's see. So I believe it's this building right here, but we're gonna go double check to make sure. And then I'm gonna figure out where I can park the truck. All right, so it's actually this building over here. Now we're just gonna figure out the best way to get positioned. I may be able to just park along here, or possibly I can go down that way. All right guys, so we ended up coming to the back of the apartment building and we just barely fit in. I'm just glad that I didn't have to shuttle. Needed to get done today at a decent time, but yeah, we just gotta get out of here. But honestly, I don't think it's gonna come out like this, so we're probably just gonna go back around and go that way, back out, and go in the way that we came out. I'm still in Texas right now, and I'm actually in between Abilene and Odessa. Just been driving for some hours. I stopped 2 days ago, stayed at the truck stop for the night after I got done with that unload, and I actually just passed the day there yesterday, stayed again last night, and I left out around noon today. It's nice to get that rest. I was feeling pretty tired from the job, doing all that unloading back to back, and now I'm just driving for a few hours. I'm not exactly sure how long I'll drive for, but I'm not in a big rush just because the last 2 shipments that I have to drop off in San Diego don't actually need to be dropped off within the next week, but I am going to go ahead and do it soon. Most likely I'll unload them both Monday or Tuesday, and right now it's only Thursdays. I am taking both of those to the warehouse, so I'm not going to be able to do it over the weekend, and I physically can't make it there by tomorrow. I'll also have the weekend off to just kind of chill and hang around. We'll see whenever I get there. But yeah guys, other than that, it takes a super long time to get through Texas. As you know, it's a really big state, and even with the speed limits being mostly 75 and 80 through here, it still just feels never ending. But yeah, so I'm most likely gonna stop somewhere around El Paso, but we'll see. Like I say, it really just depends on me. If I feel like driving for a while longer, I will, and if I don't, if I get too hungry or something like that, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull over and wrap it up for the day. And I can always finish out the majority of the trip either tomorrow or sometime over the weekend. Welcome back to another day driving in Texas. We're still here. I mean, I ended up cutting it short yesterday anyways. I just didn't really feel like driving like that, and I wasn't in a big hurry in the first place, so I was like, why not pull over, got something to eat, just kind of rested. And now we're back at it, back on the road, and got a little bit of mountain action going on over there. A little change of scenery compared to what we did have in Texas. This is mostly all flat in the last place that we left off. I'm still headed towards El Paso, and I'm getting pretty close to there. I'd say I've still got around maybe like 140 miles. It's not too bad. All right guys, so we made it over here to the truck stop in New Mexico. I'm over here in Deming right now. We're just gonna stay here for a couple nights, and I'm gonna continue hitting the road Monday. Drive all day Monday, and I'll be offloading Tuesday in San Diego. So that's the plan, and I'll catch you guys over there. Hey, good morning everybody. So we just stayed the last 2 days here at the truck stop, passed the weekend here. I just caught up on some paperwork and did a little bit of video editing while I waited for the warehouse to open up, and then we had our scheduled day for Tuesday. First I'm gonna go get some fuel, and then we're gonna hit the road. I do need a full tank. We're gonna be driving for about 9 to 10 hours today. I might just stop about 1 hour outside of the city, just because a lot of times I don't like to get like right inside of the city, just because 1, the truck stop usually charges for parking, and 2, because it's more congested. So I usually try to avoid that if possible. But aside from that, we got our last 2 unloads. Luckily they're going to the same warehouse, so that'll be nice and easy. And then after that, I'm just going to situate the trailer and get everything organized, you know, try to get it cleaned up for the next guy. I don't want to leave it a disaster because that's pretty messed up. Other than that, I'll catch you guys out on the road. All right guys, so we got the fuel, we're good to go. We got a long drive ahead of us right now. guys, right now we're in Arizona. We're at the Texas Canyon. I just wanted to pull over at a rest area to get a better look at it real quick, show it off to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and walk up there and see if we can get a better view as well. I'm gonna take you guys to the other side so you can see how that looks. This is about as close as I'm gonna get. They do have a fence that's up there, so I'm not gonna cross that and climb it or anything. Plus we're just on a tiny break from the trip anyways. And I do gotta get back to the drive, but I need to use the restroom. They got one right over there, so why not pass that real fast at a beautiful place like this. I'm telling you guys, one of my favorite parts about the job is you literally get paid to go look at beautiful places like this, and in my opinion, you just can't pass that up. Alright, so now it's time to get back to the road, but I am really glad that we were able to stop over here and check this out. It was definitely worth it. And I mean, it only took me like 10-15 minutes, so that's nothing for the trip. But yeah, I look forward to seeing more places like this, and I'll catch you guys back on the interstate. We're gonna go ahead and pass over to the truck stop, and I'm gonna take my 30-minute break there and grab a bite to eat, and then we're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna check here in a bit how many hours I have left of driving and try to finish out as much as possible today. Oh man, they got a Black Bear Diner too. Honestly, that's one of my favorite restaurants at the truck stops, and I'm excited to go there. Just find a place to park real fast. Hopefully we can get an easy spot. I can just pull up into it so I'm not wasting any time backing. But it looks like there's plenty of spots over here, so that's not going to be an issue. Yeah, just gonna cut through here, then we're gonna loop around. There we go. Got a nice spot we can just pull straight into. Never work harder than you have to. So we do still have about 6 hours to go, but we're making pretty good progress. I mean, it's only like 12 right now. I'm gonna go in here, take my 30-minute break like I was saying, and grab a burger. I don't even really eat burgers like that, but this place, I gotta make an exception. Plus, I haven't had one in a while, so I'm about to go get some. Pretty excited for it. I'll catch you guys inside. So here it is. This is my meal. We're definitely about to get huge right now. I'll catch you guys outside. So I absolutely destroyed that plate. I'm so stuffed now, but I feel great. The only problem I'm gonna have is just trying to stay awake on the rest of the ride, but it's better than nothing, that's for sure. Now that we're nice and stuffed, let's get back to it. Hey, so we're finally almost there. We literally got 3 miles until we enter the state border. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off so that way I can do a little check-in and whatnot. Sometimes those guys do inspections and they want to see your papers, what you're hauling and whatnot. They're pretty strict about that over in California. But I'll go ahead and turn it back on once we get inside and show you guys how it looks. Super excited. I can't believe we're finally here after all that time. It felt like it took forever, and it really did take a long time just because of the load ups and some of the unloads along the way. But it's all good now because we're about to enter, and just within a day we'll be unloading. I'll be unloading tomorrow, and and we'll finally be achieving what we set out to do. So I'll catch you guys on the other side. All right, so I found a truck stop over here, but I've never been to it before, so we'll see how it is. Supposedly they have a taco place, and I hope it's a really good one, but we're about to find out. Dang, road is rough right here, or the pavement is rough right now. All right, so this is what we're working with right now. I'm gonna go check it out and make sure that this is where I want to stay, but I mean, so far I don't have any complaints. Looks all right. All right, I'm gonna go check it out and make sure this is where I'm gonna stay for tonight. I'll be back with you guys shortly. Hey, what's up guys? Good morning. So the truck stop wasn't too bad last night. They didn't have the taco shop like I said on the GPS, but no big deal because I walked down the street to eat at a different taco shop. It was pretty good. But anyways, it's a little after 6 a.m. right now. I'm gonna go get started on my pre-trip inspection, and then I'm gonna start heading towards the warehouse. So I do need to pass a different fuel station so I can get some DEF. This one doesn't have any, and the one that I stayed at the night before didn't have any DEF as well. No big deal. It'll only take me like 10 extra minutes to do that, but I do want to start heading over to the warehouse as soon as possible because we still have about 2 hours and 10 minutes until we get there, and I know I'm going to run into traffic. So I just want to get over there as early as I can. I want to get this offloaded, and I want to be able to organize my equipment. That way we can go ahead and turn the trailer in and get the new one. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into that, and then I'll see you guys on the road. Honestly, these rocks are so incredible. Like, how did they even get here? It's crazy. There's so many of them too, and they're all stacked up. We're climbing a pretty steep upgrade right now, and I can definitely feel the pressure in my ears. They're starting to pop. They're getting muffled. Truck's going kind of slow right now. She's fighting, but she's getting up there. Like, look at all these rocks. That's awesome. I've never seen something like this before, honestly. So I'm actually genuinely curious. If somebody knows, let me know in the comments down below. How do all these rocks form like this? I'm assuming it's from the sea level. The sea level used to be up here and all the water erosion, but if someone has a scientific explanation, just let me know down in the comments, please. I would appreciate it. This is just incredible. I've never seen so many rocks like piled up in one spot like this for miles. I just got some DEF. It's crazy, guys. For a state that literally requires you to have a truck that has a DEF fuel system in it. These are the last 3 pumps that I've been to, and they don't have any DEF. They don't have any depth for the pump. I had to go inside and buy some. One guy told me I was lucky because they literally had bought it all up. So I'm gonna have to put it in manually. Which, I mean, it's not like I mind doing that too much. It's definitely more inconvenient. The worst part is it's a lot more expensive whenever you buy it in the jug like this versus when you just get it from the pump. Not to mention, I can see it's going to take a lot longer to fill it up like this. So these are 2.5 gallons each, so I'll have 5 gallons total. I'll try to get every drop because this stuff's expensive. That should be good to hold us until we get to the next truck stop. That way I can just get it from the pump. It'll be cheaper and a lot faster. Alright, yeah, that's looking a lot better now. So now we can get back to it. So having to stop and put that def in my tank and having to get the boxes and go inside and go through that process did take a bit longer than I expected, and I actually am a little bit behind now, but it's all good. It's not a big rush. The important thing is that I make it there and that I get it offloaded. Honestly, I've never had to use the def out of the boxes like that. I should have put more at a sooner time. It's just that I've never really encountered multiple truck stops to where they didn't have it at the pumps, so I just wasn't planning for that. But you live and you learn. Next time I'll just make sure not to let it get as low. I can avoid that situation entirely. But yeah, guys, I hope you've been enjoying this video so far, and if you have, I'd greatly appreciate it if you leave me a thumbs up down below, or if you even put a comment. Just give me some feedback. That'll help me grow as a channel, and that's the goal overall, is to get a little better each video, and that's what it's all about, guys. So I just got finished unloading one of these. We actually had a change of plans. I need to go to the house of the customer to offload the last one, but it's super small, so I'm gonna be able to knock that out real quick. We'll get back on the road and see what time it is after that. So since we're taking the other one direct, I looked into it and we don't have to do a shuttle or anything. I'll be able to just pull up in the neighborhood with my 18-wheeler, so that's good at least. And like I said, it's really not that much, so I'll be able to pull it off by myself real fast. But we're gonna see how the neighborhood looks. So it's already saying the road's more narrow up here, so try to creep up on it and see how we need to get positioned.
In half a mile, turn left onto Coral Seaway.
We popped in just like that. Man, they live in the straight hills. We're going straight up right now. So it looks like it wants us to take a left and then another left to get there, and they have a cul-de-sac at the end of the street. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a left and then we're gonna take a right, let these cars pass. But yeah, I was just saying, we're gonna take a left and then we're gonna take a right. That way I can just back straight up the street. I don't see why they had to put like those little poles right there. It's pretty annoying, but we're gonna try to squeeze past it regardless. Just need to open up as wide as possible.
Turn at the first left onto Coral Sea Road.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pinch it
Onto Coral Sea Road. Then the destination is on your left.
with some reverse action, and then we're gonna clear right in. Then we just gotta keep all the way to the right as much as possible. And just like that, we're inside the neighborhood. But now I need to take that right, so I'm gonna have to go all the way over here. We got this truck in the way. I really should have set myself up a little bit sooner. So my trailer's favoring the right side of the road and it needs to be on the left side. but we're all good. So now that I'm in, go ahead and straighten out the trailer, and then we're just gonna start going in reverse till we get to the house. Just gotta make sure we do it very carefully. Don't want to chance anybody flying into the neighborhood and into the back of the trailer, or you never know, someone's pets and kids might be out in the road playing. So just gotta be mindful of those types of things when you're in the neighborhood in a big rig like this. All right, so now we're past that entrance. We can go a little bit faster. I'm gonna have to clip some of these out in the video edit because I don't want to make you guys dizzy from looking left and right so much. I think we're almost here. At last, guys, I finished up with the unload, and now I'm about 13 minutes away from the warehouse to go get that trailer. And of course we're stuck in traffic, so I'm not exactly sure how long it'll take, but hopefully it's not much longer. It's been a long day. I wasn't anticipating to have to unload that last shipment at the house, but it wasn't bad. It really wasn't. Now we just got to get through this traffic and we'll finally be at our destination. Hey, there it is. That's the one right there. I'm gonna go up and give you guys a closer view, and then I'm gonna switch over some of my stuff. So here's a little walkthrough, guys. Show you around. So as you can see, this is a North American trailer, and the little bonus that I wanted to mention in the beginning of the video is actually, you see this is Allied. I got my dual drivership, so I can drive both now. So I applied for North American, and now I have the abilities to drive both trailers and both trucks. I'll show you guys on the inside. So this is how it looks. This is my first time being in one. I apologize, it's a little bit dark in here. They got it fully equipped. We got a ladder, all my pads. The drop off is huge in this one. But yeah, guys, this is what's gonna allow me to be able to haul more furniture. I'm gonna be able to load even more just because it goes down a little bit lower to the ground than the other ones. As you can see, let's go check it out. This one has 4,700 cubic feet. I believe my other one's like 3,800. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my stuff in this trailer here, and I'm gonna connect the truck to the trailer, and then we're gonna be good to pull off. I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of revenue I can make with this thing over the summer, how much more furniture I can fit in it. And I'm also looking forward to making more videos for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to give a like, comment, give me some feedback, tell me what you think, or even give me a subscription. It really helps out a lot, and I appreciate it because I want to see my channel grow, and I want to do more things, and I want to keep making content. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the truck over here to the trailer. Back that up real quick. Give her a little tug test, make sure she ain't going anywhere. Now we're just gonna hook up the air hoses. Now we're gonna go raise the landing gear. All right.